Hey everybody, how's it going? Wednesday hangout time. And that
You
was all the
missed
energy I had. Good night,
you missed the
everybody.
Wednesday hangout yesterday.
Yeah, what was that?
That so Bob and I were having a
Learn back end
conversation.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like we're having a conversation about how to like how to nominate somebody for a fishbowl spot and like all of the back end stuff. And then he was showing me the store, and then Scott showed up, and then we all were just like, we could
It's
go
almost
live.
Wednesday. We're only
Yeah,
a couple hours away.
and so it was Wednesday yesterday. Wednesday on a Tuesday. Now we got Wednesday on a Wednesday. We're not having Wednesday on a Thursday, at least not with me, because I'm gonna be gone.
And when you touch down in Burlington, it's 3 miles away.
It's like you could hit a wiffle ball that far. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting playing on my phone yesterday, and all of a sudden I see live on YouTube, it's Wednesday. I'm like, holy, it's Wednesday. It's not Wednesday.
I titled it Wednesday and everything because I was like, I texted Scott. I said, Scott, I'm gonna title this Wednesday in case we go live. We can say it was Wednesday.
I was in bed under blankets playing, and I was like a cartoon character. I lifted into the air. My feet almost started like rotating into the wheels. Like I was ready to just bolt downstairs.
And I didn't anticipate. I was like, I got on with Bob at 9. I was like, yeah, we'll talk for half an hour or whatever, and then I'll go to bed. It was midnight.
Like, yeah, it was. I mean, we were 9:30. We were pretty much wrapping up, and Scott jumped on.
Yeah,
and we're like, okay. And then when Scott was having conversations with us, so then next thing we knew, it was 10 o'clock, and half these conversations we're having, we should just turn it on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was
really wasn't ready for that. It took a lot of convincing myself what day it was before I was like,
that makes it worth every second of it.
I got to tell you what really stuck for me though is the chat was absolutely hopping, like completely nonplussed, didn't miss a beat. They were just like, oh, it's Wednesday. Okay. You know, it's the hangout. And so, I mean, we had a ton of people in the chat. It was, you know,
I mean, someone could have texted me.
We could have. You were in bed.
I wasn't going to come downstairs. No,
it was 10 o'clock.
I was in bed.
You should have got an alert that we went live.
I got an email, yeah, but I didn't see it right away anyway. But
I mean, we didn't. It wasn't planned really at all. It was just like we're here in case it happens. It happens. It was a 50-50 chance.
And I think Scott wanted to.
50-50
chance. I think Scott wanted to have the live. I think he had a lot of energy headed into Scotland. So,
and he had FOMO for tonight. You know.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's the hangouts. It's fun.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So
you were the one that had a Wednesday night story, unless you told it yesterday.
Oh, I've got those, but I just got another one like 10 minutes before I got here.
Oh,
like literally. So my cell phone's not charging. So I tied my phone into my computer. So that's the only thing that's ringing or beeping or anything for me. And I was upstairs. I was vacuuming, cleaning up the table, because my wife is at the JDRF board meeting. And I said, well, I'll clean the house. I'll be nice. And then when she walks in, it'll be nice and clean. I get done vacuuming and I hear all the devices in the house are going off for Find My iPhone, my iPad, my phone, my computer, Emmy's phone, Emmy's iPad, Emmy's watch. They're all going off. And I'm like, what is going on? So I call her back. I go, are you being held hostage? What's going on? I mean, I'm on the side of the road and the car is overheating. Okay. Did you call AAA? No. Okay. Did you put some water and antifreeze in the radiator? No. Okay. So why don't you do that? She goes, no, I'm just gonna have it towed. Where should I tow it to? Great. And she doesn't know where she wants me to pick her up. I said, I'll send an Uber.
Oh man.
I mean, I just grabbed her car the other day and got all the high scores off it, all the lights that she likes to put on there. I'm guessing they either didn't put the cap on back on the radiator correctly, or they didn't put water in with the antifreeze, or something. Something was off. Something's off there. So if I have to duck out, you guys know why.
Because your wife's gonna kill you.
Oh well, that leads right into my other story.
Yeah.
Oh, so on Monday, she had to go in for that old person procedure, and
You can say colonoscopy.
yeah, but I didn't want to say it wrong. And what? Yeah, she got to sleep. Lucky her. So you need to have someone drive you, and the hospital is right next to the mall. So I went to the mall to go to the food court to get a Starbucks. And I got stopped before I even got to Starbucks because of this hat here.
Oh, the Expos, yeah.
The guy happens to own a memorabilia shop right in the mall. Wanted to know how to get into SFB, and
you have to know somebody, Bob, with a butt.
I said, well, you're talking to one of the 5 people that could hit a button. So basically, I was just like talking about auctions and how he would run one for us or do something for us, and the doctor's office called that I was time to come get her. She's just waking up. You can come get her. Take your time. Then 15 minutes later, I get a call from her, and I'm like, yes, they just called me. What do you need? I've been waiting. Where are you? Everyone else has got their rides here, and it's time to go. Well, I mean, you just are not here. So then I had to try to find Starbucks because I had pre-ordered everything. So I was another 15 minutes because it was not on the first floor of Macy's. It was on the second floor of Macy's, not in the furniture Macy's. It was in the retail Macy's.
I'm not sure if I would dare to do this to Amanda, but in my life, the response would have been, "Oh, they said they were going to put you back under. I'm talking Fantasy Cares right now. I'll be there as soon as I can."
Well, there she goes. You were talking Fantasy Cares, weren't you? that was the first response.
See, you're like that meme of the man and woman in bed, but it's not like I bet he's thinking of other women. I bet he's thinking about Fantasy Cares.
Fantasy Cares, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, literally. I mean, I was like, here I am just having a conversation with somebody that stopped me because of my hat, and I find myself in trouble. I can get myself in trouble for doing nothing. Actually, I do that.
Constantly.
Yep. So I have not heard anything for a while. So
Scampers says taking the car to the shop, 4 recalls fixed. That's wild. Because like those are 4 things that cost them more to have out there than it does to have them recall and fix. Which that always makes me nervous.
Oh, hold on. You want to show it off a little, Zach? Because you're wearing something that no one's really seen yet.
I will.
Oh yeah, that's a release.
I will.
That's
I
an
will.
But
exclusive,
that's
baby.
not it. That's not the final version.
Nope. That's
I
limited edition.
It's close.
I think we've talked about this on the stream, but I always wear, since like 97.5% of my wardrobe is Scott Fishbowl stuff. I do have like 4 Dynasty Dummy shirts, but the rest of it's all Scott Fishbowl.
It's kind of hard not to wear an SFP shirt, is what you're saying?
So I wear them to work, and there are like 3 or 4 people who try to figure out like what it is or when it's from, and so I get stopped in the hallway at work like 6 times today because I was wearing this, and they're like, "Oh, that one's new," and I was like, "I know, right?"
People that have no idea what the hell it is, they still recognize the shirts. I love it.
It's awesome. And so now I've got the Detroit, the Tigers, the Catfish.
Yes.
I've got the socks. I don't know. I've got 4 or 5 shirts already, and I've got several more on order. And hey, who's that guy in the chat there?
Oh. Well,
the Wednesday on a Tuesday, Scott. We had to
yeah,
mess with the space-time continuum.
I tried to find the podathon that had the bobblehead Scott Fish, and I was gonna throw it up on the screen with us. But I could not find which year it was, and I was like, all right. And then the whole car situation was going on, so I was like, I gotta do it.
You could have delegated. I would every now and then I'll go back and watch through the podathons. I could have helped you out, Bob.
I should have thought.
Yeah, I'm a little. I guess maybe Scott paid for Wi-Fi. Yes, note to self: Scott is always listening. Always listening.
That's an international flight. You don't have to pay for Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's
he's probably flying Delta too. It's free. Delta's really good.
I don't know. I'm all JetBlue now because I got the JetBlue credit card with the 70,000 points. So
I said it to Russ this morning. I'm like, oh, why did I book that on the Fantasy Cares card? You get 6 times the points on the JetBlue card.
Yeah, we got one times the points.
Oh, Russ, how you been? I missed you.
I'm all right.
It feels so much longer than a week between Wednesdays.
It does.
I feel like I don't get to see you enough.
We don't.
No. It is 58 days to the expo, though.
That is far too many days.
It is, but it's getting much, much closer.
At least we have the live drafts, which is like a little like an aperitif. It's a appetizer, an hors d'oeuvre.
But I'm not gonna get that. Like, I'm not gonna get to see you at those.
I know.
Like, I'm making Orlando. Well, unless you come to Orlando, there's still time. I haven't ruled that out.
So you have to rule it out because I'm going to Orlando at the end of the month.
That's fine. Run it back.
Han, I know I was just at Orlando 2 weeks ago, but I need to go again.
Just a weekend trip. You don't have to pay for a room. I already got you. I get whatever it is, 30% off tickets, and a live draft. Like, it's a no-brainer.
It was a little bit of Nolan's birthday present and a little bit of, well,
are you guys doing Universal?
Yep.
I'm so excited for you.
We get 2 days in Epic Universe.
Oh, I'm so excited for you guys.
So yeah, my son is huge into Nintendo. He's the reason. Wait, hold on. I have to figure out. He's the reason I have Kirby tattooed on me. So he's big into Nintendo, and there's a Mario hat on here somewhere also. Whoop.
So that'll be where you go first, because that's one of the at least right now, the early park admission. That's one of the lands that's open.
So we get 4 days The first and fourth day are epic adventures. The middle two are just regular
The legacy parks, yeah. Which is like those are awesome too.
So pretty much we're gonna do Nintendo the first day, and then finish whatever Nintendo the fourth day we didn't do, and then the rest of the day is Harry Potter.
Yes. Oh,
because the kids don't care. I kind of want to go to Burke, but the kids don't care about How to Train Your Dragon.
It looks amazing though.
I know, like I want to go, but like the kids just don't care about the movie. Like maybe I'll try and get them into it a little bit.
Yeah. I am such a theme park nerd. Like I'm not like you have the Disney adults, which like again no shade, but like I'm such a theme park nerd, and like I love the Harry Potter stuff. I love the Nintendo stuff, the Star Wars stuff at Disney. Like I'm gonna go back in September and do Halloween Horror Nights because I'm
not good with that. That's a lot of jump scares, and I'm a big wuss when it comes.
I've been trying to go to Halloween Horror Nights for 4 years, and I haven't been able to get anybody to go with me. Like my wife has no. Well, I mean.
I'll go with. I don't care, but I'll go with you anyway. I won't like it. I'll be like holding onto your arm like a scared child.
But I don't want you to like not be excited about it. But like if I mean it's there. I'm
arm. That's very exciting for me.
I'm going in September, but like it has been something that I have been wanting to do, and finally I was like, you know what? I'm going horror. It's the main accent. Horror. You got to enunciate.
Horror.
Yeah.
How do I, wait,
Jordan asked Halloween what nights?
Horror.
Yeah.
How do I say it? Horror. Horror.
Yeah, horror. The second R with the main accent it's tough. But like I've been trying to go for like 4 years, and finally I was like, you know what? I'm going. I'm booking it, so I'm headed down. They're doing a Fallout house.
Ooh,
yeah. So I mean, it's I'm excited. So
yeah, I'd be terrible at that, but I'd go with you. Just if you needed someone, I would go. But
Zach says I appreciate the job security. Yeah, like we come every 2 years. That was I don't know if I've told the story about Caleb on here, but like my oldest son, that's his place. So which is wild because he doesn't like crowds. He doesn't like loud noises. He doesn't like flashing lights. The like going to like a basketball game or going out in public is like his nightmare. But for some reason, he absolutely loves Disney. And when he was 4, Jesse from Toy Story. He loved Jesse. He had a Jesse doll. He dressed up as Jesse for Halloween. And so we were like, well, we'll go to Disney and see if that flies. You know, we'll be able to meet Jesse. And like 3 weeks before we went, they took her out of the parks because they started building Toy Story Land. Because she had been over at like Big Thunder Mountain. But then they took her out, and so I was scrambling around trying to figure out if we could meet Jesse. And I sent a letter in and said, I have an autistic son who loves Jesse. Is there any way that we can, meet her? I know she's not in the park anymore. And I got a form letter back that was basically, we can't accommodate everybody. We'd love to, but we can't. So I sent back, and I was like, I appreciate you taking the time to respond. Completely understand. Was just trying to hope that we could figure something out, even if she's got a meet and greet somewhere where we could go. I got another response back from an actual person this time, and they were like, there is no meet and greet, but she's on this dance party that is in the Magic Kingdom. And let me know when you're going to be there, and I'll tell you, where to be. And so we got down there, and I was like, I don't know if this is still going to work, but we're here and we're coming tomorrow. That doesn't look like Scotland.
Oh. Russ looks like he has questions. Does anyone have questions?
Not anymore.
So I too love Delta Bob because when something happens, they really, the customer service really bends over backwards to fix it. Hey, we are home
Clearly.
because the plane that came in and then was going to take us over to the across the pond area got hit by a bird strike that broke its wing.
Whoa!
The bird and the plane, probably the birds and the plane, but
Bird probably broke its wing, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, they tried to fix it, but then it was raining for like an hour. So like the stuff they did to fix it could not dry.
Yeah, I probably don't want to go that far on a broken wing.
Yeah, I'll
It was.
I mean,
yeah,
I'd
it
go
was
from
like,
New York to Boston, but I mean,
it was like flaps and stuff. I don't know.
Man, that's wild.
my uncle one time, he was flying British Airways from London over to Boston, and
Yeah.
one of the engines caught on fire.
Oh, geez.
And they weren't just shy of the halfway point, so they turned around.
Ugh.
Like that, if like another like 10 miles, and they go the rest of the way with them.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's the point of no return, right?
Yeah.
so what's going on with your flight now?
Leaving tomorrow, different flight, obviously. We're going to Atlanta, then to Scotland. This was supposed to be Paris, then Scotland. So got rebooked, it's going to be, you better believe like we had 3 Comfort Plus seats and now we're all 5 in Maine. So you better believe I better be getting a refund on that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like $1,000 difference per ticket.
But 9 hours at an airport, just sitting there.
Yep, 9 hours at an airport today.
As long as you got your toys.
We're probably losing like 4 or 5 Scotland hours. We would have gotten there like 5 p.m.
No, Mom said noon.
I no, it wasn't that late. No.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Whatever. We would have gone to the hotel and had a very little time. Had dinner and gone to bed.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna get there Friday morning and go straight to our touring van.
Whoa.
So
Sleep on the plane.
Yeah.
Yep. Sleep on the plane. So it's gonna be fun.
How long is the flight?
A little over 8 hours.
Okay.
Well, 8
And then
hours.
it's the weirdness of the time difference because of time zones. Because I think you have to add like an extra 5 hours after that. It's for like when you get there, like that. The world hurts my brain.
Oh, I just got an email from Delta. Please let us know if you incurred any food, transportation, hotel, meal expenses, etc., for reimbursement.
Send them your mortgage payment for this month. We stayed in the house here.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's what, like 2 extra Ubers, and we're gonna see if we can cancel the first hotel night.
Yeah.
But,
Man.
Here's what one day of my mortgage costs.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. For a while there, we were a little worried about the bags because they were gonna transfer it to a different flight, and then they decided not to do that. So
That's probably
like,
better. Yeah.
No. Just give us our bags back.
Yeah.
I feel like you over exaggerated what happened to the plane because, like, do you
It was a
not-
bird strike.
No,
yeah.
no,
So Ian
it-
looked it up, and he said that part of the plane, and
I looked it
the
up.
pilots also
got to multiple sources.
kind of said multiple sources. He says
Like,
that part of the plane isn't specifically needed for flying. So
Yeah, but then you've also got
The wing?
pilot timing out. You got pilots timing out. You got crews timing
flaps
out.
on flaps on the wing.
it was
Yeah.
like
I mean,
such a small part.
once they've been on shift, like if they were flying back, or if they flew any time before that, then you need another crew to come in for that kind of
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, that probably had a factor. So yeah, gonna miss half a day of Scotland, but it'll be fine.
It feels like it could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, I know why you're thinking noon, because we were going to land in Paris and have a 3-hour layover there. That's why you were thinking that. So, yeah. So it is what it is. I'm gonna have to go pick up my wife any minute now.
You and
she
Bob.
is-
You too?
She is waiting for the bags. She's got 3 of the 4.
Write the fourth one off and build Delta.
Yeah, maybe it's your bag with all the stuff you're just going to throw out. Anyway.
The one that has the Switch 2 in it.
It's not my bag. The one that
it's the one with the Switch 2 though, right?
You can't put a Switch 2. Oh yes, I hear what you're saying. I was gonna say you're not allowed to put a Switch 2 or laptops and stuff like that in check bags because of the lithium batteries. They get mad at you.
But there was one in there.
Yeah, there was totally one in there.
And now it's missing.
No.
Yeah, the Switch 2 and $600 worth of Fantasy Cares merch.
Yeah.
Oh my
Because you were bringing it over for live London.
I don't even know why I brought that box of diamonds, but
It's my lucky box of diamonds. I don't go anywhere without it.
yeah, I go everywhere with my lucky
It's
diamonds.
the only currency that will work everywhere.
Oh,
gold bars.
I fought tooth and nail not to, but if you knew my wife, she is nope. You can't fight with her. She's way too stubborn. No.
Yeah, it would be the same. It would be me sitting there, but
she would not let it. I have to get home, get these kids to bed, and then go back. I'm actually certain she's enjoying it because she is just sitting on a bench reading a book.
Yeah. Oh. It's very funny to me that like the 4 of us, like you 3 are not the stubborn one in your relationships.
No.
And then I am the odd man out because I absolutely am.
No. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Often to my detriment, but like
yeah, I'm usually like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That usually.
Uh-oh.
Come pick me up.
No, I got Emmy's phone.
That was AAA saying, why didn't we just put water and antifreeze in it?
Well, I said, she said she's on hold with AAA. I said, well, the next time I call, answer it and add it in as a 3-way so I can talk to them. So I was sitting waiting for like 20 minutes and there was nothing. So I think she actually had hung up on them when she answered my call. I'm not going to say that she did that wrong.
Tell her to start pushing. Just pop that into neutral and.
Bob, is that a Barons Jordan jersey behind you?
Yep.
Sorry, I hadn't seen that.
That is beautiful. I love it.
I have a shirt from. I saw him play against the Portland Sea Dogs when they were Marlins minor league team, and so I have the Barons shirt. It probably doesn't fit me anymore, but at one point it did.
It's good to know.
Yeah,
I gotta go. I might be back. We'll see.
Good luck.
Have a fun Wednesday night if I don't come back.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the Barons. It's not autographed, but
that's pretty awesome. Retro Coach, we are multifaceted. We can pivot from food and sports. We do relationships.
We're doing some charity in.
We're doing car talk at the beginning of the show. We do it all. One stop fantasy care
We
shop.
do dad jokes.
Absolutely.
Dad jokes and complaints, and we're airing our grievances. There's 50-50 chance of what you're gonna get on you.
Zach wants you to finish the Jesse story.
So I got the
Oh.
So I got the
So you got the letter back.
the response, the email back, and so I responded and said we're going the next day, and they said the dance party, like it was basically like a parade, but they would pull into that circle in front of the castle and then stop. And he basically told me where to stand, where Jesse would stop in front of us. And so we did, and Caleb's there with his Jesse doll, and the handler for Jesse comes over and grabs Caleb, and like he and Jesse hung out for like, I don't know, it felt like it was forever, but it was probably like 5 minutes, maybe 10. But it was like
That is
it was
forever.
yeah, and it was like he was the only kid, there, and it just like I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. Like it was unbelievable. And they talk about Disney magic and like the pixie dust and being able to do things like that, and they like it's so amazing to see people go above and beyond for. I mean, he's my whole world, but like they don't know Caleb from a hole in the ground, and so to like have that, and to I'll find the picture of him meeting Jesse, but it was just absolutely incredible.
The key is to respond to the canned message.
Well, I mean, it worked apparently that time. I don't know that it. Results may vary, I guess. I don't know, but like, but
I'm not
like,
making promises. I'm just saying.
But it's also one of those things where if I think people respond to being polite and not being demanding or entitled, or I understand that they're doing a job and that they're doing a job for millions of people, and that I'm not necessarily special. You like to think you're the main character in the movie, but you're maybe not. But to have somebody go out of their way and do that for Caleb was just incredible.
Yeah. But it's also crazy because like I went to Disney last year when my daughter was like 8 or 9, and at the age where she knows these are people in costumes.
Yeah.
But at one point, Tinkerbell looked at her in the eyes and waved, and she lost it. She was like, Tinkerbell looked right at me and waved. I can't believe it. And I was just like, in my head, I'm like, Elle, it's just some random woman, but I'm not going to say this out loud because you're like, your heart is like glowing through your chest. I see how happy you are. It's so funny how like that place really does that to you.
Yeah.
Stupid COVID screwed me out of getting there. Well, I probably could have gotten away with Ellie thinking they were really the princesses.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Well, and that to me is one of the cool things about the parks anyway, is they grow with your kids. So like the first time we were there, again, it was Jesse, and it was like character meets, and it was yeah. And she did, and then she just like took him, and he went, like it was like, this is just like his dream. Like he just got to go hang out with Jesse, and it was just incredible.
That's so great. And I saw you were still trying to sport the toilet bowl seat back then.
Yeah. I hadn't given, well, and at that point I didn't have my real nice skull shaver, so I was it was every couple of days it was go with the the clippers, and if you go a couple of days you get that,
nothing you could do.
The fryer.
That's a much better way of saying it than what I did. At one point, Anne asked if I'm sad that there's no stickers this season. I am always sad there's no stickers, especially with how good these are. But it would make it so hard because they're so specific that these logos, what?
2 days.
What about 2 days?
Give me 2 days. I haven't been able to do anything because I needed to get a project done for work. But I've got a bunch of things I want to add to the store.
Ooh.
Ooh. Scampers wants to know what skull shaver you use, Zach.
It's called a skull shaver. I don't know. It's a bulldog. I don't know. I don't really know. It was what the boys got it for me for Father's Day. I think making fun of me for being bald, but it turned out it was amazing. So I was like, all right, joke's on you guys.
Yeah. I want stickers. I don't know what I'd do with them because I've covered my cup already, and I still have all of my SFB 14, 13, and before stickers sitting around. I'm too afraid to put them on my laptop because I know the second I put them on my laptop, it's going to die.
Yeah. We just got stickers made of the dog. Because we've got, and he's funny because he'll go one ear up, one ear down. Because he's very confused. He is Staffordshire Terrier. He's got Schnauzer, so he's got the scruff, and then he's got Boston Terrier, so he's got the ears when he wants to, but then sometimes he'll have one. So like you can tell if he's paying attention because he's like got the one ear going.
It's like a radar.
Oh yeah, it is. He's hilarious. So like we had stickers made up where he's got the one ear up and one ear down. I was like,
oh, that's so cute. I love it.
Yeah, Steve, that's awesome. It is like they go above and beyond, and it's little things in the grand scheme of like running the park or day job. And I saw Zach say that he goes above and beyond whenever he can for people being polite. And it just like in your day, it's this, okay, maybe a 5-minute interaction, but like for the people that are experiencing that, it ends up being
a lifetime story.
A lifetime. It is absolutely.
So today at dinner, Ellie just goes, "Daddy, can you give me a wine glass?"
Is this a new way to eat nuggets?
This is not a new way to eat nuggets. You watch The Good Place? I forgot if you did.
I don't know. I don't like.
You don't like comedies.
Comedies,
that's right.
No. We were like, "What's your favorite sitcom?" I'm like, Dexter.
Look, I don't think you'd love it, but I think the characters and the story is good enough that you might actually like The Good Place.
That probably would.
Ted Danson's great, good enough to watch.
And I like me some Kristen Bell.
Yeah.
But yeah, at one point someone has a martini glass filled with olives, and I'm just like, that's what I'm picturing, like a wine glass filled with nuggets. But she takes soda and then puts whipped cream on top of it. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And she's like, it looks like beer because beer always has that foamy stuff on top. And I'm like, yeah, it does. And then a few minutes passes and she's literally sitting like this, looking at her phone, going, and swirling her wine glass filled with soda. I'm just like, the weight of the world on your shoulders, young lady.
Oh, don't grow up so fast.
I accidentally texted you guys the picture and not the person I needed to send.
Yeah, I was curious why you sent us pictures of some fancy backyard.
They were supposed to go somewhere else, and that's why they're asking me for them. I'm like, wait, I sent those. And no, they went to
I was going to comment, you did a great job. That's what you were working on last night when we were getting ready to leave.
I figured you were trying to show something off, but I didn't have anything nice to say because I had no idea what I was looking at. I knew I was just looking at a fancy house.
Oh, yeah. No, that was just they needed a different angle. So I had to update one side and send it off to them.
So, and this is the last sip of my Fighting Cock bourbon.
Oh,
another bottle down.
Was that a good one?
It wasn't bad.
I mean, I saw it and I was like, I can't go scroll any further. I have to hit
Oh, absolutely.
You couldn't skip past it.
If you're asking if The Good Place is still on, no, it ended like maybe 4 or 5 years ago at this point. If it was that much,
but you can watch. I
it's
mean,
4
if you
seasons
haven't
long.
seen
It's
it,
half-hour comedy. You'll fly through it. It's so good.
yeah.
It's on Netflix.
I didn't watch it till it was already over.
Oh, see, I caught up to the middle of the 3rd season, and there's 4 seasons. So I saw the 4th season. This was back when you saw it on air because it was on like NBC or something like that. Like it was on like real TV. Such a good show.
It was. I mean, I was able to go through the whole thing, right, straight through.
Straight through. I've watched that show maybe 5-6 times at this point.
It was worth
like,
it. Yeah.
Times like this when I'm glad that Bosch isn't on the show, because like every time we talk about how I can't do comedies, like he just like that.
It doesn't compute.
Yeah, he doesn't understand. I'm like, I don't know. My brain's broken. I don't find things funny that most people do.
Yeah, but I think like, and this is a very philosophical show as well.
Well, and if it's character driven, I'm in. Like that's like I like characters, and if they can do like believable people, not necessarily believable characters, but believable people. Which I know that sounds weird, but that's
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I know you do. But
when you got nothing better going on, you should absolutely just give it a try. Watch. I give everything 3 episodes. If you want to give it 3 episodes, then I
will do that for you on your recommendation.
I mean, yeah, I'm not a big comedy person either, and
that's about all
I watched that one. There was a couple other ones that I can't think off the top of my head that were worth watching.
Literally Shrinking is the only comedy that I've ever watched where I was like, yes.
That is.
It's so.
I mean,
good.
But that's also actor. That's actor based as well.
Oh, absolutely, and the characters are fantastic, and it just was. It was so good. And Harrison Ford not being Indiana Jones.
He's so good. Like in the show. Whatever. I don't think this is a spoiler alert. Anyway, his character is Parkinson's.
Yeah.
And he does it so well that when you see him, like he watched the show and then he did that the Super Bowl halftime commercial for Jeep, and he's talking, and I'm like, I forgot he didn't actually have Parkinson's. Like that's how good he was.
Yeah.
Like he's sitting there talking and just like this, the bold Harrison Ford, and in the show he's
Well,
and like it's just it's so good.
It was hard for my wife and I to watch because my father-in-law has Parkinson's, and he's just started to. Oh, he's got a sense of humor about it, which I mean I don't know. I guess that's kind of how you have to approach things, but like, we'll be doing work, and he's like, "Do you want me to hold the light, or do you want me to to do that?" And I'm like, "I'll hold the light because if not, I gotta go But like it was hard to watch, and he did such a good job with it. It really was incredible.
Yeah, but I do think it's sitcom-y. Don't get me wrong. It really like it is. It's a half-hour comedy show. It is what it is. But I think it's well written enough that I think you'd.
Yeah,
I hope you like it. Like I'll leave it at that, I guess. Like 'cause I love it that, but I want you to like stuff that I like. But it's so good.
Like I said, I'll watch it on your recommendation. Like I trust you. There's no pressure there. I saw that like little. There's no.
No, I was reading the comments. Mel asked if I had my bourbon on ice. Yes, bourbon and scotch I put on ice. Whiskey I usually drink neat. Whiskey is usually like I drink Irish whiskeys, so they're a little tame is really a good word for it. So I usually drink those neat, but bourbon and scotch I do on ice because I'm not manly enough to do those neat. Oh yeah, and Mark saying his favorite sitcoms are 2.5 Men and Seinfeld, 2 shows I never got into. I honestly never really gave 2.5 Men a shot. Seinfeld Seinfeld is one of those shows where I completely understand and recognize what it did for society.
Yeah.
I quote Seinfeld, even though I don't necessarily like the show. It's just that it's so in the zeitgeist, you can't ignore it. But
Seinfeld 4?
like, my mom had the situation where she had a rental car and they didn't follow through with the reservation. And everyone, she's telling the story, and everyone breaks out laughing at the same time and going, "No, you understand how to
Take the
take
reservation."
the reservation." And again, me having seen that episode once, because I'll watch everything, once just to see if I like it, and you can still quote it. I get it. I get that it's great. It's not my jam. 2.5 Men is definitely not my jam. I just never got into I didn't even give that 3 episodes. I gave it 1. I'm like, this just isn't going to be for me.
I saw Scamper say Bad Monkey. I like Bad Monkey. That was good. Dexter was the season
They
4.
had plenty of humor in Dexter.
Season 4 of it. Season 4 of Dexter is
Some of the best TV ever.
Yeah, Lithgow was incredible. Like, it was so good. The new the reboot, like the prequel, whatever, I can't remember what it's called, but that was actually really, really well done.
Yeah, I never gave that a shot. I probably should have, but the ending of Dexter's one of those shows. I watched it from the beginning, so I watched it to the end, even though I wasn't thrilled by it.
Yeah. It kind of jumped the shark and didn't wrap up, and then I didn't care for the next iteration where he was in Canada, and
yeah, I didn't watch that. I was not going to watch
I
that.
watched it, but it was okay. But like the newer reboot where they prequeled was pretty good. But Bad Monkey, Mr. Scamper said Bad Monkey with Vince Vaughn. I enjoyed that one too, but it is, again, it's dark and funny. So
Yeah,
I like it. If you give me some darkness with the humor, I'm in.
Yeah, I heard Bad Monkey was good. I heard White Lotus was good. I've been meaning to give that a shot. I might do that. I watched 2 episodes of Severance, and I know it's one of those shows that if I watched it, it would be amazing, but I just haven't gone back to it.
First season I loved. Second season I bailed. Which
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just looked up top sitcoms on IMDb or whatever. Yeah, and it took me till number 65, from the top one down to 65 before there was one I actually liked.
Wow. That's rough.
And it was Married with Children.
Oh, I mean, that is a good one.
The Mentalist. That's
was
a
another
throwback.
The
Mentalist. I like The Mentalist. Yeah,
that's a show we started and then stopped watching, but not because we didn't like it, just because something happened where we ended up watching something else instead and just never went back to it.
Yep.
I just started rewatching The Venture Brothers. If anyone remembers the Cartoon Network show, I love that show so much. I haven't watched it in decades, so I'm starting that again because I just finished Parks and Rec, and I'm like, oh, what do I do now?
We got a second one too. The League. The League was the second one. 2 out of 80 I liked.
Yeah, but that didn't really age very well. That humor did not age very well.
No.
Except for the taco truck.
The taco truck,
food.
Yeah.
Forever Unclean.
My Name is Earl went on forever. It had to be good. It wasn't my humor. Like the fake redneck stuff never really does it for me. And Earl is rednecky, and Ethan Suplee when he was gigantic. Just, I don't know. It wasn't my humor, but it went on for so long. It had to be good. I need to watch Justified because I love Timothy Olyphant, and I keep hearing how good it is.
Justified is good. I haven't gone into the new one yet.
New one?
Yeah, they did it another season. It came back.
I didn't know that.
I think it's on Amazon. It's like a couple years laugh tracks never really bothered me.
Like the whole like even if it's fake laughs or the studio audience, it never really bothered me because I mean that's kind of what we grew up on.
Yeah.
And
The
like I
show
go
was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
like I still watch Golden Girls on like loop just as background noise and just sometimes it's good to need to know so for someone to tell you when to laugh when you're not fully paying attention.
Yeah, Original Sin was the name of the Dexter. Greg
Yeah.
had that one. That was phenomenal. Like that pulled me back in. I was like, because I dig Dexter. I think it's a great show. But
Robert's saying that Bad Monkey's coming back for season 2 soon. This is something I need to watch. Veep, I keep hearing like everyone says how funny Veep is. I need to watch that. Parks and Rec might be my favorite comfort show. And it's really funny because Parks and Rec it's far too late for it to be a spoiler alert. Like it definitely passes the statute of limitations. They do the super mega happy ending. And usually that pisses me off because it's like a cop out. But like by the time you get there with these characters, you're so happy they did that for them. It's just, oh, I love Parks and Rec so much. But I keep hearing Veep, and I really do need to sit and watch that one day. I have to find out where it is these days. Oh, I hear Justified City Prime Evil. I guess that's the new comeback of it. Street saying 1 week till plane lands in Vegas.
So
wait, what
soon.
day is it?
Today
is the 11th.
Yep.
Vegas Live is in 10 days.
Yep.
Oh, that's so soon.
Well, that's I get talking at work because I get really upset because they're moving me off the team that I've been with for the last 5 years. They moved me potentially off what I've been doing for the last 7 years, which is a terrible idea because reasons. But I get so mad that I booked vacations for every 2 weeks until October.
Yeah, man. Why
And
not?
so I'm just like, my countdown is just ridiculous. Like I just got like I'm leaving tomorrow. I got another one in like 30 days. I got another one in like 58 days. I got another just boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
Like,
good for you.
That's
You
that's
deserve it.
part of the beauty of being in a union is they can't tell me whether or not I have to be there as long as I have time.
90210 is my wife and I have probably watched that 2 times straight through, which should seem impressive because it is, because that show went on a lot longer than I remember. And then then they tried to make a new version of it and it was terrible. Hey Frank, how's it going?
So I got
Thanks
an
for finally
update,
making-
but I don't know what's going on.
You have an update, but you don't know what's going on. I think that means you don't have an update.
Well, there's a message that says, on my way. I said, okay.
Where?
I said,
What?
with the car, without the car, what's going on with the car?
Breaking news.
I mean, and so there's no other response. So I'm guessing she was talking while driving because she was using Siri. So that tells me that I was correct, and the guy got there and threw antifreeze and water in the radiator, and the car was fine.
She boosted a car. She's coming home with.
She might have bought one.
Yeah.
that would be me. I've done that. I literally one day she came home and I took 30 trees down around the house. I had the tree company come out and they just kept picking trees to take down because there was just dead trees and limbs on top of the roof. We had just moved in, and I was like, just take them down and put new ones up. So she came home to 30 tree 30 logs in the driveway. And she was like 8 months pregnant at the time.
Oh no.
And I mean, she liked it, but and then another time she came home and I bought her a car. So she was like, you think you could discuss these with me sometimes? I'm like, no, because then it takes too long.
Ann said she thought Bob thought you went to go get your wife. Really, Bob ran out of coffee. It was important things. He had to go get some more coffee.
So she was at the board meeting, and the president of the New England chapter is a friend of mine, and we're supposed to be golfing at some point next week, but he's with her, so I'm not really that concerned. So it's either he's driving her home, or the car is running.
Yeah,
so those are the two options. Because I don't see her getting in the tow truck.
However you have to justify it to slepe at night. That's all good.
I don't sleep at night.
It's we listen, we don't.
Wait, I don't sleep at night. So how does that work? Like I get my best work done at night.
I could not believe that last night you were firing up to do some landscaping like that.
I finished at 5:30.
I was at work at 5:30.
I was sleeping.
So I finished at 5:30. I laid down for a minute. I turned on what was I watching? I don't know. Because I just put something on so I could close my eyes for a minute. Because it would only be about 45 minutes before Callan would come in the office here and turn on the TV. Because he usually gets about a half hour, 45 minutes before my wife wakes up. So he will come down here.
Yeah.
Sneak down here quietly, and he'll throw on the switch or
get as much screen time
Netflix,
as he can while he can. Yeah.
And then he can hear, like, our bedroom's over here, so he can hear her alarm go off. So he knows to turn it off. And
I definitely wasn't down here playing. I was just playing.
He goes in and then he'll lay and snuggle with my wife, like nothing.
He knows. They're pretty sharp.
He knows.
They know.
He knows, but he talks about it.
Yeah.
Emmy knows, and then just doesn't say it. She's like me. She's like,
yeah.
Why am I going to tell you? You were sleeping. You were busy. I did what I wanted to
do. Frank, you're not very far.
Go ahead.
Frank's not very far off, but Bob doesn't plug himself in. He sleeps for the entire year the first night we get to the expo. Okay. And then he's good. He's good for the year.
I did fall asleep.
You slept.
So I did. I told you I'd take a nap
a couple of days ago or something.
Yeah, you said you had a sleep.
What? Yeah. What happened? Oh, because my wife went away for 5 days. She went away for 5 days. So and the nanny was away for 5 days.
So you had the kids.
So I had pickup, drop off, no time and we had practices and Zooms, and our schedule is set up that I take one kid one place, Amanda takes kid another place, and it's like who's going which way what. And
I just picture multiplicity with Bob.
Yeah. I love Michael Keaton. Yeah, so it definitely was like a hectic week for me. And then I just like hit the couch and I was like, boom. Next thing I knew, it was like 9:30 or something like that.
Well, I couldn't believe, because we were having a conversation, then all of a sudden, like you started the conversation back up at 10 in the morning. And I was like, whoa, where'd this come from?
Yeah, I was just asleep, and nobody came down and woke me up. So
They were all
If
playing
I-
Switch around you.
well, if it's a weekend like that, and like I was doing work really late, I'll leave a note like on the kitchen counter for my wife, and say,
Yeah.
I was up all night with diabetes, or I was doing this. If it's not an emergency, then don't wake me up.
Yeah.
But if we're supposed to go somewhere, yeah, I'll get up.
Multiplicity is such a good movie, and it makes me so happy you people know what that is.
Hey, Steve.
I actually
She
have
touched my
pizza in my
She
wallet
touched
right now. I have pizza in my wallet currently because I got the kids pizza tonight, and I got myself a chicken parmesan pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to go. I mean, you get the chicken finger appetizer on top of the pizza.
Pizza. Caleb ate pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni pizza.
Yes.
Like, and for people in the chat who may not have a frame of reference, he literally eats like 5 things, and it's all like,
plain.
yeah, it's plain. It's like breads, like plain breadsticks. It's Cheerios. It's so like him eating pepperoni pizza, and he did it at his best friend's birthday party.
Oh, that's great.
And then we ordered pizza like 3 days later, and he was like, I was like, what do you want? I was kind of joking around with him. I was like, what would you like for pizza? And he's like, pepperoni. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I eat pepperoni pizza now, Dad. I was like,
Oh, Dad.
okay. And so, yeah. So he eats pepperoni pizza now.
I have the same issue with Callan.
Both
All he
my
wants
kids.
is hot dogs.
Yeah.
Every night's hot dogs. And Emmy will try anything, eat whatever. And Emmy likes this. She likes the Boar's Head Pitmaster smoked turkey.
Wow, we're getting super specific.
Oh no!
Well, she knows what she wants.
No honey roasted. She wants the Pitmaster stuff.
Yeah.
It's $10, $12 a pound. So it's like, of course you do. And then she'll have the pastrami too if you want to get that at $15 a pound.
Pastrami, I love pastrami.
Yeah, but it can't be it has to be the top cut. It has to be the brisket cut. So he, for 2 years, would not try the turkey. He hated the turkey. I got a half pound because that's usually how much Emmy would go through for school lunches for the week. And the two of them ate the whole half pound in 15 minutes after I got home from the grocery store. And Callan said, I love it. Can you make it in my sandwich tomorrow? I'm like, no, because you just finished it. Because he won't try any of the school lunches. It's like literally like 4 lunches a month that he'll try. And so we've added turkey. So we got hot dogs, turkey, and pizza. That's our 3.
But it's a win. Like, that's a win. Like, you.
Yeah.
Oh, donuts too.
Well, yeah, appetizers. You got to have appetizers.
Donuts. I guess that doesn't really count.
Oh no, that counts.
They're appetizers.
That counts twice in my book.
Not if nobody sees it.
Sniper Mouse says, "Love that you guys talk about food at this time of night. Like, evenings are my week. Evenings are also my weak spot, but it's tied with mornings and like afternoons too.
Just like any question you ask Zach about food, the answer is just yes.
Always. That's how my father-in-law got me to go to Iowa. He's like, do you want to come to Iowa? And I'm like, he's like, we can go fishing. And I'm like, he's like, and we'll go to a lot of dive restaurants. And I was like, yes, I am in.
Oh shit. You want to call it a night?
Soon. I'm not like, I'm still hanging in there. I don't have to be up until 2:45.
I don't know why you showed up at all tonight. That's
You want me to call? You want me to call and make sure you're up?
No, I will get up. I normally
Who's
get up.
turning
Like,
the lights on? Because that's the only way you get up.
it is. I have my alarm set to go. But yeah, like I'm normally up at 4:30, so like
it's not the
2:45 is
big
not
change in the
that
world
bad.
for you.
Yeah,
That sounds terrible.
I mean, my guess is I will fall asleep on the plane. I got an hour flight to Philly and then a 3-hour layover, which means that I'm gonna find food in Philly. You think they'll have like steak and cheese at the airport at 9 a.m?
Probably. Have you ever gotten one of those sunrise alarm clocks?
I don't think so. I had when I was younger, it was a basketball alarm clock that would
Okay.
light up, and you would shut it off by throwing it. But you get to the point where you can throw hard enough that you can break it.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so then it wasn't really a clock anymore.
It wasn't a clock.
But no, now I just like set my phone face up, and so when I don't even have to have a noise, an alarm. It just like as long as there's light, I'm like, yep, I'm good. But you couldn't wake me up if you didn't have light. Like that used to be a game when I was in college. The baseball team, if we had to get up and go to like a road game, they would see how many guys that they could like get in my room before I woke up, and it would always be like someone would open the door and there would be light, and I'm like, okay, I'm up. But
whoop. The dismembered hand where it just
no, see, Frank, it wouldn't even matter because like if it was 30 minutes before I needed to get up, if there was any light, I would be up. Like it wouldn't. I'd just be up.
oh,
Really?
No, why do you get up so early? That sounds terrible.
I mean, work is awful, Russ.
Ugh. I mean, my alarm is set at 7:10 for waking up my kids. That's when I need to wake up.
See, that's the nice thing about working when I do is I get home at 2:30. So
yeah,
like that, and that's the end of my day. It's like I can walk up and to the school and walk home with my kids. I can go play outside with Harrison. I'm terrible at soccer and worse on one leg, but like that's his, like he's like he loves baseball, but he's better at soccer right now, and so he like gravitates toward that because failing is not his strong suit. I don't know where he gets that from. I mean, but
might be that stubbornness you talked about earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, so like it's a give and take. Like, and I flex my schedule to be able to work that early, to get out that early. Like I could go in at, I think I can go in at like 9 and work until 5:30 if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
I work at 9 to 5:30 is my day, but I also work from home. So
yeah, I worked a 10-hour today. It was whatever. I went in at 5 and got home at 2:30 with a lunch break, but because I can flex I get 15 a year where I can take one day off a week and go 4x10.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Philly Airport says Geno's is open 24 hours.
Oh, Mark, thank you. I'm there. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be food. I'll probably get there's a place, not that I've looked, but there's a place that has breakfast burritos there, and I'll probably get one of those and maybe a Philly cheesesteak and call it good. You know, just to tide me over until I get to Iowa.
Breakfast sandwich, cheesesteak.
Yes. With our powers combined, we are Zach's breakfast.
This is funny. My second job, we had a bad commute Fridays. The LA traffic would be so terrible. We decided to start at 6 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. My wife does this now because we live in New Jersey. She commutes into New York City. And if she were to leave the normal time she needs to get there, it would take 2.5 hours to get there. But she leaves an hour earlier because it's before rush hour. It takes like an hour and 15.
Yeah. When I was down in Massachusetts and I was working up in Waltham, so I lived almost on the Cape. It was the same thing. Like if I got up in the morning, it was like and hit rush hour, it was like 3.5 hours. And if I didn't, it was like 45 minutes. Like, what is this? But I mean, I know it's not LA. Like I don't want to compare. And like here, like the shipyard, because I could throw a baseball into the shipyard and then promptly be arrested because U.S. government property. But like, I live close enough. But there's 6,000 people that leave at 3:30.
Yeah.
So like, if you want to leave my house, you need to leave before 3:30 or after 4 o'clock. Otherwise, you can't go anywhere.
We have that. Not nearly as bad, but with the high school, I live a couple of streets away from the high school. So if you do anything around 3 o'clock, you're stuck waiting.
Yeah. Oh,
But all
that's
right.
miserable.
I
Yeah,
think we can call it.
it's. Oh, Bob's back.
Good.
Hey, Bob.
You're back, so we're definitely leaving now.
You're
And you're
muted though.
muted.
You look good. Nice hat.
I guess I won't tell the end of the story then. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, there's conclusion. We need closure.
Is she home?
I went upstairs and to talk to my wife about it. Yeah. I mean, but we can go. I mean, we don't have to. We've been
No,
maybe
we need
to
closure.
be continued. What a great cliffhanger. We could cliffhanger.
Did Amanda make it home? Will Bob sleep on the couch? Find out more next week.
Oh yeah.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
No. So, yes, exactly what I thought would happen. My buddy gave her a ride home. The tow truck is coming here with it, and once it gets there, I'm gonna just go check the cap on the radiator.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I just said to her, I said, I did a full service on it the other day, so it's something that the technician messed up with. I mean, but turns out she was parked in the 17th hole at Wellesley Country Club. So she could have played. She had things to do. But it's like, so Wellesley is a very affluent town and very dark at night because they don't like to have streetlights in those type of towns. Yeah. And so my buddy wouldn't let her go with the tow truck guy. And I mean, he lives 20 minutes from here, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
That's nice of him.
It was nice of him. Yeah.
Yeah. I texted him and I said, you could have played 9 while you were waiting for for AAA to show up.
Did you say thanks? Do you want to come on a live stream?
No.
No, we could have used the 4th.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd invite him if you want.
It's too late now. It's not organic now.
Oh,
We missed the moment.
It's over.
that's that. I usually do miss the moment. My wife got in the shower and I got a text.
Ann says you're definitely sleeping on the couch.
I mean, if I decide to sleep, I have so many things. Okay. I've got to count the Post-its here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 Post-its going. My day was so good. I have a Post-it on the computer over there that says invoice someone ? Because I don't remember who I was supposed to invoice. But there is somebody I'm supposed to invoice.
Us.
No, it wasn't. No, it's on Garden Design Computer.
Oh, okay.
So it's definitely somebody that owes a lot of money. Like,
I'm buying stock in 3M based on you and Scott and all
The
your
amount of Post-its you go through. You go through.
oh, I missed one. There's 21 over here. Oh, actually, I can get rid of that one.
All I hear is my 401k just going.
That was the so Blueprint, the Blueprint video game, right? It was Blueprint, not Blueprints,
Okay.
right? Is that the one you were playing, Zach?
Yes, blueprints. Yes.
Blueprints, because there's a prince, there's a Blueprints.
Yes,
No,
like with a
so-
CE, and then but it's also blueprints like like
yes,
NTS.
I figured it out. Yep. So I got that, and that had bar cap on it. So those I got those down. I did that one.
The boys and I stole the Xbox from my father-in-law. Borrowed it, and
Borrowed without intent to return.
You don't have do you have a Samsung
he dropped it off.
TV
I
anywhere?
have the boys. So the boys now have like the Gab watches, and so they can be like, "Grampy, can we borrow your Xbox?" And he's like, "Yeah, here." So we've been playing Blueprints on the Xbox. So
my kids have their Alexas because you buy the Audible books so they can listen to it while they're going to sleep. Well, they figured out that they could make phone calls and make announcements throughout the house. And
I heard the announcement last night, Dad. This is the second time I've made the announcement. I need some water.
Yeah. Yeah. Second time I've asked you for water. Do you know where the sink is? So there was a day like the whole sink was filled with dishes. And he's like, I can't get to the sink to get water. So go to the bathroom and get water there. You can't get water out of that sink.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the same water.
Our bathroom sink is so much colder than our kitchen sink.
It's the same exact water. And I said, when I was your age, I drank from the hose.
Uphill both ways.
Nothing like that rubbery taste in you when you kept the hose going. You know, that brings back memories. My kids, they need the Brita attached to the thing, and you flip the switch when you turn it on, and if you don't have that,
we have the filter on our fridge. So every once in a while, my kids get very snooty where it's just like, all right, Daddy, I need some water. And I'm like, all right, you have a cup in your room. There's a faucet in the sink in the bathroom. Go do that. Go fill it yourself. For fridge water. You're going to do that yourself anyway. I ain't going downstairs for you.
Yep. Or, I mean, how about cereal? Why do I have to pour you a bowl of cereal? You know how to pour a bowl of cereal. I'm
just resting on my laurels. My kid eats pepperoni pizza. Done.
Yeah. Oh, no. You win.
Done.
Yeah. I mean, we have two toasters, two everything in the house because one's gluten, one's gluten-free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Emmy basically has her own toaster, and she's learned to use it, and she'll make her English muffin herself in the morning, and Callan will cry because he can't reach the Pop-Tarts. I mean, like, and
tell you what.
But,
when I come down to pick you up for the Boston Live, I've got like a 2-step stool I'll bring down for him.
He's got them.
Perfect height to get to the Pop-Tarts.
He's got stools. I see him climbing up the cabinets for other things. It's just he didn't want to at that time.
Yeah.
I mean, you catch him up there. It's not that he doesn't go up there. It's he doesn't want to do it right now. So
Yeah.
he's going to melt down about it. So yeah. So hey, I didn't have to drive anywhere tonight, so that's great.
That's a win.
That would have taken away from posted time.
You're right, but I think it is posted time now. I think we're going to wrap it up. It's just
It
about
is.
11 o'clock.
Yes.
It's time to call it. Thank you, everyone, for taking some time out of your Wednesday evening to hang with us. We greatly appreciate it. It means so much. It's so much fun. We have so much fun. I hope you have some fun too. I guess you wouldn't be here if you weren't having a little bit of fun.
It's the second Wednesday in a row.
It's right. It's 2 Wednesdays in a row. How often do you get multiple Wednesdays? But we will see you Friday because tomorrow night will most likely not be another Wednesday, but maybe it is. 50-50 shot.
50-50.
50-50. Definitely going to see you Friday in the morning for some race day. We got some racing to do. We got a Switch 2 to give away. So if you still haven't gotten to Fantasy Cares shopfantasycares.com or fantasycares.org/shop to make your purchase so you can be entered to win a Nintendo Switch 2, you should do it before the end of the day tomorrow when the contest ends.
I mean, it could be this one, or it could be that one back there. I don't know.
The one in Scott's luggage.
I don't think it's gonna be one. I don't think it's gonna be one of Scott's because it's gonna take too long for him to ship out. I think it's gonna be coming from here. Yeah.
But thank you again, everyone, for hanging out with us. And on that note, good night, everybody.
Thanks.